Hello, for today's reflection I am outside St Nicholas Church, Hardenhuish, one of the churches in our benefice. There have been several services where I've looked out through the glass windows and seen somebody outside by a grave, and I've been shocked by the contrast between the church building and the churchyard. The joy and the life and the hope inside the church building, and the death and the silence and the cold stone outside through the glass windows. That sharp contrast in feelings is something that is part and parcel of faith. And it's something that we see evident throughout the Psalms, including the one I want us to reflect on today, Psalm 28. In Psalm 28, we hear the psalmist saying, "To you, O Lord, I call, my rock, do not refuse to hear me. For if you are silent to me, I shall be like those who go down to the pit. Hear the voice of my supplication as I cry to you for help, as I lift up my hands toward your most holy sanctuary. Do not drag me away with the wicked, with those who are workers of evil, who speak peace with their neighbours while mischief is in their hearts." The psalmist is calling out to God, desperate for some sign that it will all be okay. Most of us can relate to that feeling. Most of us have been through or are going through times when we wonder whether God is going to answer our prayers and bring us the relief we need. Sometimes God does answer us and we get the sort of joy that we sing about inside the church building, but if we are honest, we often get no positive response. We get grief, we get unanswered questions, we get stone cold silence. Living with that reality is one aspect of having a faith. But Psalm 28 has two parts. And there is a sharp contrast like that glass window. Like the boundary between solemn churchyard and joyful church building. At verse 6, we see another aspect of faith. Even though God may not be immediately answering our calls for help, the psalmist reassures us that God hears every word. From verse 6 we read, "Blessed be the Lord, for he has heard the sound of my pleadings. The Lord is my strength and my shield. In him my heart trusts. So I am helped, and my heart exults, and with my song I give thanks to him. The Lord is the strength of his people. He is the saving refuge of his anointed." Sometimes what we need most in life is not words or actions, but just to know that there is somebody who hears us, who is listening to us. The hope we have as we stand outside the glass window is a hope that we might be stood out in the cold, but we can have faith that there is a God who will welcome us with joy into God's house forever.